Hello lads, today we are back at the Gliggle Tube featuring some more shitpost doors. I'm here with J2Co, who's not on call, but he's making an improved version of one of the shitposts so far. And if y'all have not seen the tutorial, this is not a shitpost door, but I'm going to show it anyway because it's really epic. Look at this, man. This is just great. Anyway, moving onward. Oh, I have to repair the Gliggle Tube. Hold on. Okay, nice. So that's the site of the tutorial of all time. So anyway, first off, since J2Co is working on this thing, I hope he has progressed fairly well. We're going to be showing this It Watches Me From the Walls module. This was featured in my Q&A video. As you can see, it is very nice. It is able to watch you from the walls very nicely. It is an uncontained build, I guess, if you think about it, but it's like about as small as you can get this. Here's the wiring. It's actually pretty simple, like just kind of a optical illusion type thing, although this is not like, it's not full flush, and so that's what J2Co is working on over here. I wish him the best of luck, but this is actually a really cool use of an instant repeater right here. If you have two observers facing upwards and it does a double pulse, you can actually like make it into a single pulse into a toggle by adding an instant repeater, because this block makes it dodge the second pulse, which is kind of insane. And then there used to be walls here, but I made that's kind of like cringe because they're like uncontained sort of when you place blocks next to them. Sort of, not really. Okay, well, whatever. This wasn't really meant to be survival friendly anyway, so I don't know why I really thought about that. Also, the original build was directional, which I found out when I actually pasted this here. It's 180 degrees directional, and it's because sometimes this block moving and this block moving would schedule these differently. And so if this one finishes first, this one will update while this one is still moving. If you like watch closely, like if this one goes first, it'll break, but if this one goes first, it's fine, because when this block lands, it will update this piston to turn on. But we just add another updater piston here and get the scheduling correct with that piston, and then that solves that problem. I don't know how I overlooked that. I mean, it's a shitpost, who really cares? Works with actually any pulse length besides, I think it even works with a stone button too, but it doesn't watch you from the walls very effectively if you use a stone button. Different animation, you know, kind of cool. Anyhow, we're gonna move on to another cool build. This one's actually a world record, so if any of y'all watching can take this down, I'd be very impressed. So this is the world's smallest full checkerboard 4x4 sissybar door. And that's an absolute mouthful to say, but since it conforms to all the Redstone Squids Record Archives regulations, we post this in record logs, and no one has beat it yet, which is pretty good. So I challenge anyone watching this to make this smaller. It has to be seamless from both sides. You can see this thing right here. This is a full checkerboard 4x4 sissy bar, and you can make it smaller by removing this layer, because that layer doesn't have any purpose. It took us actually embarrassingly long to get this, because it's kind of hard, I guess. I mean, if you try it, you'll find out how difficult this size even is. Or maybe we're just bad, I don't know. But this took us way too long to make, and we posted it, and it was pretty good. We got like 20 likes or something. I'm too lazy to throw the thing up on the screen. But this is overall pretty well made. I forgot most of the wiring and how it works, but I do remember that it was just a pain to make. I couldn't even tell you how this is, because it's just so freaking complicated. The animation sucks too, so enjoy. Also, if y'all have noticed, I do have the game speed mod now. So anyway, I actually think I set my piston animation to posit end. Y'all can have preferences here, but you know, I like posit end a bit, because it more accurately reflects what actually is going on in the game, because no pause kind of has a few problems. Sorta, kinda, not really. Anyway, y'all have been watching this machine. This was part of the Rube Goldberg video, and it is basically, okay, so someone posted a sort of block conveyor thing on Redstone Squids Record Archives, and we kinda just wanted to make a smaller one, and we succeeded. This took us probably like, it's a 4-game tick cycle block conveyor, which is kind of cool, I guess. So it took us like 2 minutes to make this, not even. It probably took us 30 seconds to make this. But then making this machine to actually demonstrate it probably took us like an hour because we're like stupid or whatever. And also this corner is like, it has a lot of diseases. It's just absolutely atrocious. But the boats can just be in soul sand, which is nice because it's a 4-game tick cycle instead of 3. So, you know, it's alright, I guess. I'm just going to turn this off for the interest of lagging the server. But yeah, when this thing goes down, like, it powers this, and this actually silences the no block, if y'all didn't see that. And then when this block lands next to the piston, it will update this piston, and it will do a 1-game tick pulse, because this dust will update it to turn off. And then this piston will go as soon as this block lands, which is like right when this thing starts turning off. So it can immediately start pushing, and it does a 1-game tick pulse back, which is pretty nice. So I'll just show that again. So yeah, it just kind of throws this slime block back and forth. It's like kind of like slime separation, but really fast. That's pretty cool. Anyhow, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode 2 of the trash posting series. We'll see how J2Go is doing. Hey, making some progress. That's pretty good. Anyway, see y'all.